If I don't use my platform for nothing else, we gotta talk about therapy. We gotta talk about it. Hey y'all, I am headed to Target with the vibes. No list, just vibes. So good. No, but seriously, this was supposed to be a sit down video, and I decided to organize my closet in my office. So this might have to do with look like Christmas and Thanksgiving threw up by the decorations. So we're gonna do the video during my most peaceful mental health retreat to Target. I already stopped at Starbucks. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I ain't been nowhere, but anyway. If I don't use my platform for nothing else, we gotta talk about therapy. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. We gotta debunk some myths. Okay? We got to. So I had a baby 6 months ago. I'm gonna insert a clip. My baby turned 6 months a week ago. She went to the doctor yesterday and got shot. But I had a baby 6 months ago, and y'all, I'm gonna be the first to tell you, because I'm gonna always keep it 100. It is hard. It is hard. It is hard as hell. I don't even curse like that on platforms. I curse in person, but it is hard. Whew. It is truly the sweetest, most amazing, heartbeat bursting every day, lovely thing I've ever done. But it is the hardest thing I've ever done. Okay? I've done hard stuff before. Like, I will do hard things. I'm not afraid of hard things. I don't like hard things because I love my soft life. But I can do hard things. Baby, I've been in the trenches. I've been in the trenches till 5 months. Like, for real, I was in the trenches. But let's talk about it. I go to postpartum therapy, and it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. Therapy is one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I started my therapy journey in 2019, almost 1 year after moving to Dallas. And let's debunk the myth. You don't have to be depressed to start therapy, sweetheart. You could just want to be better. So when I started therapy in 2019, I was actually at a life high. I had moved to a new city. I was making the most money I had ever made in my life. Life is good. You know what I mean?
Life is good. You know what I mean?
But my goal was to not ever be stagnant. And I just wanted to talk about not getting in my own way, being better, climbing the corporate ladder, having work-life balance while doing so. You know, just those things, just good practices. And all of those things, everything you want to attain starts in your mind. So why not make your mind the most healthy thing? That was my thought. Then I reached, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, it made me more mindful. I checked in with myself. Everything in life connects. So I would be like, okay, why do I have anxiety? I haven't been drinking water, which made me sleep deprived. And when I lose sleep, I have anxiety because I'm restless. And that was just the best thing for me. Like, even, okay, I've been eating like crap. I feel like crap. Or, why did I feel that way? Why did I act that way? What was around me? Where have I been? Why did that trigger me like that? How did I feel in that moment? So then I reached this new place in life. I was preparing to bring a child in the world. One of the most important things to me, and it still stands today, was I wanted to raise a healthy child that I don't give childhood traumas to. Intentionally or unintentionally. Some people give traumas to kids unintentionally. But I don't want to do that, okay? It's very important to me. Like, I want to raise a healthy, happy. So I started postpartum therapy actually after I had my baby. But postpartum therapy is actually pre and postpartum therapy is for any mother to be, adoptive mom, foster mom, mother figure, any of that who wants support navigating through the family dynamic and life. That's it. It doesn't say you have to have postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, which is a thing. Baby blues, it doesn't say that. It just says you want support while navigating through one of the toughest, most challenging, most important times of your life. Okay? It's for anybody. Alright, so after I had my baby, I definitely had the baby blues. Let's talk about it, because it's not talked about enough. Okay? What is the baby blues? Baby blues is 4 weeks of pitifulness. Actually, they say it's an average of 4 weeks, but let's not put a time on it because everyone is different. But it is those first couple of weeks or several weeks after you have a baby where you are just sad. You are very sad. Sadness and depression is two different things. And while two things can be true, you can also have one without the other. The first couple of weeks after having a baby is very lonely, even with a million people around you. Here's why. Your baby needs you 100%. Yes, dad's there. Yes, dad can help. Your baby needs his mom. You have an open wound that is very painful, that you're healing from. You've lost a lot of blood. Your brain is completely chemically different, and there's proof. And this is all while experiencing the happiest time of your life. So, extremities is like just a sweet spot for vulnerability. So you have one extremity, you feel so excited. Oh my God, you really birthed a child. You created a life and delivered them safely. Very happy. So that's vulnerability. You're bleeding, an open wound, the most pain, lost the most blood you probably have ever lost in your life. You're weak, all those things. Another extremity, vulnerability. They're both happening at the same time. You've heard of a mind F-bomb? It's like a heart, it's a mental, physical, it's an F-bomb, okay? So you can see why that happens, And I just wanted some support for someone who specializes in this. Like, okay. And very early on, I looked for me moments where they were so far and few in between. They're better now, but you don't get many me mom moments when you've just had a baby. You're feeding them, whether you choose to breastfeed, pump, or formula, whatever. There are no me moments. So this therapy came up, even though it was an hour in the other room to talk to someone solely about me. That did so much for me. So that's for somebody. Look for a me moment. It's just you. You can use therapy for it. You can use meditation, yoga, whatever. But I chose therapy. I chose postpartum therapy. And let's just talk about my first session. I got in there. She said, "How are you?" I'm a talker, so I didn't wait for her to lead. I was leading. So I thought. Vomit of the mouth. I was like, oh my God, I'm finally not pregnant anymore. And while I was pregnant, I was trying to remain so calm and so peaceful for the health of my child. And all these very small things happened. But it just built up, and I was just a wreck. When I look back over stuff I didn't even care about. But I was just a wreck, y'all. And I went on for 27 minutes. She said, "Ashley," I was still talking. "Ashley, you've been talking for 27 minutes. I was offended. I'm a talker, okay? So she calls out, I'm like, she said, "I need you to." And when she said that, y'all, I exhaled and I cried so hard. She said, "You are overwhelmed You are hormonally imbalanced. You are doing the very best you can for your child. And your child is going to be okay. I have all the faith and confidence in you. She said, do you know why? I said, why? She said, you wouldn't be a wreck or so overwhelmed and having so much anxiety if you did not care. You have all those things because you love that child so much and you care about the well-being of that child so much that you are wound up, all while still taking the best care of that child. Y'all, I bawled. I ugly bawled. And when I tell y'all, I needed to hear that because I experienced baby blues, but I also experienced postpartum anxiety, where I would have these very, very intrusive thoughts about what could possibly happen to my child. And it was so nice. I had a lot of, I built a community. It was some very beautiful souls that was pregnant while I was pregnant. And we just became internet besties. And then I had a cousin. I actually had 2 cousins pregnant while I was pregnant. They were so supportive. But one of them, Latifah, we talked about this. And it was, y'all, you have some really intrusive thoughts. Like, I'm going to give y'all one example. Like, I would be walking through a door, right? Just walking through an opening, me holding the baby. And I would just have this horrible thought, like, what if I make a mistake and run my baby's head into the wall? Like, not on purpose, but like bump it. And I'm thinking, like, it's so little, she's so little and fragile. Y'all see how crazy I sound? But it was like that. And then I remember getting clogged ducts in my boobs when my milk came in. I felt like I was getting mastitis, but I didn't. So we drove back down to the doctor. Yes, y'all, it was this bad. Like, okay, I've learned now, next baby, just get your baby to help you do warm comfort. I bought all the things after. We passed every truck that looked like something on Final Destination, y'all. I'm not kidding. By the time I got to my doctor's appointment, I bawled so hard because I was so wound up from the drive that something was going to happen to my little baby. Oh, my goodness. It was awful, okay? Those first 4 weeks, I say I just got out of the trenches, baby. I was on the front line, okay? But just imagine having someone who specializes in this and tells you, you're not crazy. People don't talk about this. She told, and this is something she mentioned in my most recent session, which I'm going to do these videos after each session, and we're just going to talk. She said the 4th trimester really needs to be heightened as much as 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, because it's real. And then all the milestones that your child has to hit. She reminded me, she said, do you know you have milestones too? And I was like, huh? She said, all the things you're asking me, like, it takes about a year to a year and a half for your hormones to even balance again. That's a milestone. She was like, maybe I'll write a book in my spare time. But she was like, there's literally milestones for moms. Like, you know, up until maybe 4 months, I did not feel healed. I wasn't 100%. I wasn't. At 2 months, I for sure wasn't. And they want you to go back to work at 6 weeks postpartum. I went back at 3 months, I think. Maybe 2 months. One of them. But she was like, there should be milestones for the mom just to make this a little bit more realistic. But all in all, like, the thing that stuck out to me, and I want to tell someone this, you struggle because you care so much. You are your child's mom. You know what's best for your child. It is in you. Like, your innate ability, like, naturally, you know what's best for your child. Trust it, okay? You got this. Use the forums as a guide, not a how-to. So, it doesn't matter. As long as your baby is fed, doesn't matter how. If you didn't produce milk a day in your life, but you fed your kid formula, you're an amazing mom. Seriously. If you cried it out, you're an amazing mom. If you made a mistake and had the milk down in front of your kid, you're an amazing mom. If you feel like, and this is coming from someone with a pharmaceutical background, if you feel like you need to be on something to help you show up for your child, go to the doctor, get your labs run, and get what's best for you. Don't self-prescribe. Don't go get, you have it. And if you just had your baby and it's still the same year, that means you've reached your deductible. Maybe go to the nutritionist, go to the therapist, I did not pay anything for the rest of 2022 because I had met my deductible. I didn't have a copay. Now I have a copay in 2023. But I didn't pay anything. I was going every week. Go. It's there for us. Go use it. Take that from me. If you take nothing else, go. I'll go with you, okay? I'll go with you. That's my friend. But anyway, y'all, I do plan to just talk like after each session and just drop gems. Like someone can use them. And it may not be you just had a baby. It may be you navigating through a hard time in life and you don't have anyone to tell you, hey, this part of life is actually just hard, okay? It's hard. And you're doing the best you can. Like sometimes we need someone to tell us that, you know? And lastly, social media is highlights of people's life, okay? Including mine. You don't see a post on my page where I was crying. So stop comparing yourself to social media, okay? I will actually drop my therapist's information in the description box. She's amazing. She's a mom of 2. She had 2 under 2. So not only does she specialize in talking about these things, she lives it. So I'll drop it. Let me know if there's any questions you want me to ask her, or if there's anything you look forward to in this series of postpartum therapy talk. And one day it'll change to therapy talk. But I'm so happy to just connect with y'all, share what I'm learning, and y'all, let's just get better. Better for us and better for these kids. Hey y'all, I'm at Target. Target's gonna tell me what to buy. Maybe I need to talk about that in the therapy. But until then, bye y'all.